Hey you guys, what's up? It's me, Odir here, the review. I wanted to do something a bit more different on the channel, more exploring the facts that there's a lot of stuff going on now that I'm like, okay, I could react to trailers, video games, even do my own little movie reviews, and talk about some movie news once in a while. CinemaCon, that's another video for another time. This isn't it, and from the time you're seeing this, I'm uploading this on a Friday when I should have uploaded it a day ago, but I had plans with some friends, but besides that, I'm coming back to work and actually doing my thing here. And I want to start a new segment on the overview called Throwback Thursdays. Yes, it sounds cliche talking about, oh, Throwback Thursday. Oh, I posted this picture this date. No, I'm not talking about that. There are a lot of stuff in my past. I'm like, huh, some people might know about the content I watch, but some people don't. I showed a couple friends of mine certain things with the videos I grew up with, and I thought, huh, you know what? Why not bring it to light? I'm going to be going through every Thursday, uploading a new video of something I haven't seen in a while. I feel like I know what I'm going to go with first because I'm going to go through a series of videos first, then move on to the next thing. And I want to start with Bat in the Sun Superpower Beatdowns because those were the highlights of me going on after school, coming home and seeing, oh, they're doing a new beatdown. Let's see who are the new characters this time. And I wanted to start with episode 2 because the first episode is a race and it's not too big of an impact for me, but let's start with Bat in the Suns, Darth Vader versus Gandalf. Machinima. Down, 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 ba-down, 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 ba-down.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Superpower Beatdown, the show that takes two superpowered legends and makes them battle. I'm your host, Marisha Ray, and today we are at Collector's Paradise in Canoga Park,
It's been a
California.
minute since I've
and
seen these
we are
videos.
going to be battling Darth Vader versus the legendary Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. Let's check it out.
Oh, back in the day when comic books were just niche, and only guys like us
Here
talked
to
about this
debate
stuff.
the issue is Damian Burer of thecomicbooknerd.com and Andy Legal of comicattack.net. Alright guys, alright. I am ready to get down to the business with this, the nitty gritty. Who's gonna win?
Vader, hands down. He's got the 501st. He's got an entire galaxy of freaking stormtroopers behind him. What have you got? Elves?
All Gandalf has to do is pop Vader's helmet.
The old school nerdum of who would win in a fight is kind of funny to me looking at it now. Alright.
Here's why Gandalf would win. First of all, he's 2,000 years old. With that comes
And if I'm gonna admit something, I'm not too big of a Lord of the Rings fan, so I was like, Darth Vader is gonna win. He got the Force, a lightsaber. He's evil, and evil is always gonna win against good, especially in Star Wars, so there's no way magic is gonna go up against a lightsaber. Or the Force, in this case.
You can also use a Force push, similar to that of what Vader can use.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember them doing this, though. I remember them just getting into the fight.
Gandalf has is worrying about breaking his hip.
Okay, you keep
He's
saying
2,000 years old.
he chased a horse for 3 days.
Because he's an idiot. That's the whole thing. Chasing a horse, get in a TIE fighter.
These conversations are real, too.
Get on a horse.
He fought a Balrog for almost 12 days straight.
Okay, yeah, this is Gandalf catching Shadow Faction.
Hey, hold on. Wait, oh, yeah, wait. I'll be right with you. Hold on.
I feel like these are the conversations me and a friend of mine have,
All right, step into my
because
office.
he's a big Lord of the Rings fan.
Mop the floor with Gandalf.
All right.
First of all, he was responsible for the wholesale slaughter of the Jedi Order, which, as we all know, included small children. So he has no qualms about going there. Lightsaber cuts through anything. The Force flows around us. It binds us. It also crushes old men's windpipes. Vader has an armada of starships. What does our friend Gandalf have?
Dwarves.
An eagle, wizardry,
Oh.
and the Force. You need to have a staff to concentrate your magic. You don't need anything for the Force. So which one is
It surrounds
more
us.
powerful
If I'm being honest, the little info stuff, I don't think it's necessary. You already made the points.
there? Imposing. He's got the Death Star, black cape, the helmet, the respirator. Yeah, respirator. James Earl Jones is his voice.
Hey,
man.
speaking of people who aren't Darth Vader,
Yeah.
let's talk about two. Jake Lloyd and Hayden Christensen. You lose.
The little comebacks back in the day when before everybody acknowledged that the
Okay,
prequels
these
were
are
actually
all
good.
really valid
They just
points.
didn't like how they were represented.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Let's take a look at this fight simulation with the winner being determined by which character received the most votes online. Now, let's watch this superpower beatdown.
All right. Still to this day, their videos don't feel like they're still outdated. Everything looks authentic, nice. The environment, even some of the CGI work, even though this is a web series, it's still good to this day. Better than some of the movies nowadays.
2031,
Oh,
and I finally qualify for
didn't expect that one.
Plus, an exclusive plan for people.
We must make haste.
Oh my god, I forgot there are actually ads on these things now. That they actually monetize them. Okay.
Stay behind me.
I am Lord Vader, and I have come for the ring.
You shall not pass!
You know, looking back at these, I don't know what my childhood mind thought. That they actually look like the actors. For some reason, I was like, oh my god, it almost looks like them, like it is real. It's still real to me, damn it! This didn't make a little bit of sense to me when I remember this. That staff cannot work as a.
Awesome truth. Show this dark lord his true nature.
Your eyes do not deceive you.
You are a fool, wizard. Your sorcery does not compare
I
to the
killed
power of the
Anakin
dark
Skywalker.
side.
That is irrelevant in this moment. The One Ring is more powerful than even you. To wield this power means you are willing to destroy any good that is left inside of you. Can you do that?
Your power is weak, old wizard. Your magic betrays you. I know young Anakin's tactics.
One's greatest enemy is thyself. You have too many demons to possess the ring.
Solid swing.
Your master is defeated. Now, hand me the ring.
Let's see how our fans voted. 57% for Darth Vader.
Okay.
And
60-40-ish.
43% for Gandalf. Pretty close, guys.
The intimidation is like, I know it's fantasy, but it's like, yeah.
Not happy with the outcome of this fight, be sure to go to our website, which is superpowerbeatdown.com, and vote for next month's episode, which is going to be, I'm really excited, Batman versus Wolverine. Snicked! Alright guys, we'll see you next time. Later!
Alright, Gandalf, he's got a sword, he can summon lightning, he can...
Okay, this is where we ended off for right here as a rewatch. So let's get into the video and exactly what it was like looking back on this. Looking back at this, I feel like this was a staple of some of the more of a comic book nerdism I had back in the day, because back then it was all comic books. I liked TV shows that dealt with some of the Marvel and DC characters. And I was a Star Wars kid at a time where I guess this came around maybe when I was around 8 or 7, if I'm not sure about that, where stuff like this, people said, oh, that's too nerdy, that's too geeky. And back then, in school, it was like tragic that people made fun of guys who like this sort of thing, even though they didn't understand at the point. Because if you like Spider-Man, it was weird for other people unless other adults actually messed around with it. Because I had a teacher an art teacher exactly, who liked this sort of thing. And it was cool because we get to talk about comic books, or at least he would show me some stuff. And whenever a trailer for something releases, he would pull me over to his desk and actually just be like, oh, the new trailer just came out. Or when I come back from a summer and it's Comic-Con around that time, I would tell him, hey, this was announced? And he'll be like, oh, for real? Yeah, this was just announced. But the superpower beatdowns, like I say, is a big staple of where they put two different characters, no matter how the power set was, no matter what exaggerated they were, they put them together side by side and actually had them fight. Some of the best parts were people voting online for who would actually win that fight. And most of the time when I did this, I'm like, okay, I can guess who's going to win. Sometimes I was right, sometimes I was wrong. This was early on, and this wasn't my first superpower beatdown. I got into it a bit later on when I found out they were on IGN and Machinima, but I didn't know that Bat and the Sun had their own YouTube channel, so like that I could go onto their videos, because when I watched it, they would go straight into the fight, but the little comic book discussions at the beginning were always a highlight of these videos. This is the first one of retro, or should I say, Throwback Thursdays. So this is all for now. Stay tuned in next Thursday for the next one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.